Several big commitments on tap this weekend. I mean, it starts tomorrow, Friday, and it goes all the way through Sunday. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least half a dozen that we know about. Many of these are going to be on CBS Sports HQ, but many major commitments you need to pay attention here. Let's dive right in and give you the latest intel. So Friday, Treyan Allen is going to commit. This is this cycle, 2022 cycle. He's a 4-star running back. He's currently at IMG Academy. Now, while a lot of these guys are in Bradenton at IMG Academy, geography is important. It's important in this recruitment, but it's important in general because most of those kids are not from Florida. They may be from all over the country. They're just in Florida right now. Well, that's the case with Treyan Allen. He's a Virginia kid. I was talking to Wiltfong the other day. We were doing the Wiltfong whip around. I said, Steve, is geography important here? He said, yeah, it is. And as a result, Penn State looks to be the overwhelming favorite. I got a comparison from someone else, not named Steve Wiltfong. He may or may not agree with this. The player comparison was Mark Ingram. Heisman Trophy winning quarterback or running back rather for Alabama, 5'11", about 220 pounds, lower center of gravity, good bouncing off initial contact. He's a plus pass catcher, will probably improve more at the college level. But Penn State, it's important to remember, we were just talking about this, it seems like yesterday, already added Nicholas Singleton, who I think is the best running back in the country for this cycle. But if he's not, this cat's also in the running. And so this would be really, really good for James Franklin and his staff there because it shows their ability to sell the running back by committee approach, which used to be a turnoff for kids, and now it's not. Ironically, you know, you think about Mark Ingram, since I made that player comparison, he won the Heisman at Alabama, and he had to carry a bulk of the load, but not the whole load because Trent Richardson was there. And then it was Yeldon and Lacey. And they've always at Alabama, aside from the Derrick Henry year, always had those 1-2 or 1-2 3-headed monsters in the backfield. And that hadn't always been the case. But these days, guys are smarter. And they understand the shelf life for running backs at that position is shorter. And the more you can go to a program that features you while not taking all the tread off your tires at the college level, the better off you'll be. And this is a testament to Penn State staff. If they do land Treyan Allen, which I believe they will, it's a testament to them being able to sell that vision. It doesn't matter if it makes sense if you can't sell the vision to the guy. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. That's tomorrow. You don't have to wait long on that. Also tomorrow, Gunnar Givens is a 4-star offensive lineman. Virginia Tech leads here. He's 6'5", 270 pounds. He's out of Virginia. Again, the Hokies, the crystal ball favorite. They are quietly putting together at Virginia Tech their best class since 2018. I know a lot of heat has been thrown their way, but let's give credit where it's due, too. This would continue that momentum. It would be a really, really big pickup for him. And so just keep an eye on that because that's also a Friday commitment. And, again, if this happens, and I would lean Virginia Tech for Gunnar Givens, that continues on that best class since 2018. That's, I mean, imperative, for obvious reasons, imperative for Justin Fuente. Then we roll on to Saturday. This is a big one. We got multiple big ones on Saturday. Let's start with Daylen Everette, 4-star corner. He's 6'1". He's about 185 pounds. He's a prototype at that position. Everyone loves him. He's the kind of guy that you put him in the mold, and then you remove him, and you say, all right, this is what I want at the corner position. He's at IMG, too. So, obviously, a lot of these big names are at IMG. This is a Clemson, North Carolina battle. It has been. I talked to Wiltfong this last week, and he echoed the same sentiment that a lot of other people say, and that is, if it's going to be North Carolina, they probably had ground to make up in the last week. Now, a lot of times what happens is these recruitments go quiet in the last week, and it's tougher to get intel as the decision gets closer, as it should be, I guess. This is the kind of recruitment that North Carolina put themselves on the map with winning last year. Clemson is no stranger to winning big recruiting battles either. So keep an eye on this one because that's a big-time player, Daylen Everette. Also on Saturday, Kian Saab. Clemson's in this one too. This is the number 7 overall player in the country. He's 6'2", about 200 pounds. It's a situation where you got a safety, sort of linebacker, could be one of those hybrid players at the next level. Clemson's in this. Texas A&M's been in this. Georgia's been in this. And this one's, man, this is fascinating to watch. I mean, this is going to be one that you'll probably see headlines about on all the major websites. Keon Sabb commits Saturday. I don't have a ton of intel on him. Strikingly, that is the most high-profile player here, aside from one I'm about to mention, and he's the one I have the least amount of information about. I mean, this has been like a really knife fight type battle, and I don't think it's decided even right now. And Treyan Webb is a 2023 guy that's committing on Saturday. He's out of Jacksonville, And there's a school I'm about to mention here with him, and it's not going to be the last time I mention him. Oklahoma is trending with Treyan Webb. Now, he's an athlete. He can play a number of different positions. He's out of Jacksonville, and so that shows you the eastern reaching effect of Oklahoma's recruiting tentacles now. But they can also reach with the other tentacle on the other side of the octopus, not to be confused with octopi, which is what happens when you have multiple octopuses. They can go all the way out to the west coast, too. How do I know that? They've already done it. But if you don't believe it, let's just pay attention to what may happen on Sunday. This is the biggest one on the entire list. It's almost like we structure it this way. 2023 five-star quarterback Malachi Nelson will announce, at least verbally, his commitment on Sunday. He is out of Los Angeles, California, and wouldn't you know it, the Oklahoma Sooners are the overwhelming crystal ball favorite for Malachi Nelson right now. This would be, if the Sooners land Malachi Nelson, this would be the third cycle out of the past 5 that Lincoln Riley has landed a five-star quarterback. Now, if you see the way the game is evolving, you understand why that's such a big deal. You had Spencer Rattler, Caleb Williams this last cycle, and this would just continue that trend. And I'll tell you another trend that would continue. It would continue that trend of USC and West Coast football fans in general watching another one of their homegrown talents leave the West Coast to go to Oklahoma, Alabama, Clemson, Georgia. We've been watching that for a while now. So these are all happening this weekend. It's a really, really big recruiting weekend. It starts Friday. It goes all the way through Sunday, and those are just the announcements we know about. Remember, it's July. We have expected this recruiting wave for a while. We have it now, so let's keep an eye on all those.